Gamer, do you know what it takes to be the best? Because we do.
The Elite Shoutcasting Network. Are you listening?
GameStar Radio would like to advise that this live shoutcast may contain coarse language and content that may be unsuitable for people under the age of 15.
This GameStar Shoutcast is proudly sponsored by ArseyNimz, the place to go for all the latest PC and console news, reviews and downloads, so check out ArseyNimz.com for all the info.
ArseyNimz, helping you be a part of Australia's games community.
Gamer, do you know what it takes to be the best? Because we do.
The Elite Shoutcasting Network. Are you listening?
And good evening indeed, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GameStar Shoutcast. My name is ArseyNimz. It's a pleasure to have you here for the ride of your life. Well, not really of your life, but for certainly at 8 o'clock at night on a, wow, what is it, 24th of June, July, June. Shit, is it June already? My goodness. I rant on, ladies and gentlemen. It is GameArena, the ATD Black Ops, taking on the Space Ghosts. Ghosts even. And good evening to the C-RAD. How are you, dude?
Man, yeah, the Space Goats,
Don't want
as
to be goats,
I'm going to
do you?
start calling them now, because
Man,
Goats is way
What are they
better
like?
than Ghosts.
Ghosts is a
They'd
bit fast.
probably,
Good.
if you've ever played Bubsy, the old SNES game, you'll know what Goats do, and they do backflips and kill you. So that's what the Space Ghosts would be doing. They'd be doing backflips.
I'm going to kill you now for mentioning a console. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to push slash record on my screen so you can have a demo. If you're out in demo land, of course, watching this after the event, you better fire it on up around about now because stuff is going to go and get sunshiny and fun any second now. So that demo is off and racing. But you see, Red, what do we got here? We've got two teams looking hot to trot. The ATD Black Ops, we know that they are good for it, and the Space Ghosts. What do we know about them?
This GameStar Shoutcast
Well, to look on the GA ladder, we've got SG there. They've obviously,
ArseyNimz.com for all the info.
sorry mate, yeah, they've been around for quite some time, and they've got a pretty even win to loss ratio on the old GA ladder, and they are in 44th position at the moment, so they're defending their position tonight, and I don't know, I haven't really seen these guys at all, and I'm looking at some of the captain and founder, Onion Corp or something, Pinion Corp, there we go, and I don't know really, it's hard to say what this team will bring out, Arsey.
Indeed it is, but I tell you what, they're going to bring out something, and they are starting on the defensive side. The game is about to get ready to rumble. The ATD boys, they're pushing across from the offensive side. Straight away we're getting a push over towards the top, up into the top of Bloodhawk is hiding in behind the little decking area. Bang, Eddie Speddy, he takes out the ATD's Acid Man. Bloodhawk takes out the Aeon, and then Thrasher drops the Swift. Eddie Speddy grabs the second as he takes out the Bloodhawk Man, and as quick as you know, the bomb's gone down all the way over at B. So it is a 3-on-3 situation with the bomb in the planted down below that little dicking area. Thrasher takes out the Xeon, and then Thrasher gets dumped by Sage. Sage gets retaliated by the Goose. Eddie Speddy, he takes out the Goose himself, and it's all left up to Blue Skies, taking on the Eddie Speddy. Eddie Speddy has done fantastically and he gets dumped. So it'll be first round in favour of ATD. Thanks for coming, as Eddie Speddy picks himself up 3 kills up the top of that broadcast open-decked area, my man. And not a bad little start for the ATD boys, getting a good quick plant, putting the pressure straight on the Space Ghosts, putting it straight away.
Yeah, that's some good work. Eddie Speddy, sorry. Obviously, yeah, he's going to have UAV, and he's holding on to it at the moment as I follow him going to the roof above A. Throwing out the nades, the old Acid Man has taken down the Swift already with his M4, and Speddy gets a double kill on the Bloodhawk and Blue Skies. Nice pronade there. He threw it straight out, didn't even bother to cook it, and I think he's called out his old UAV. Yes, he has. They now have that UAV up, and they're watching the old ATD players as they hang around in the foyer area. The Sage downs Acid, so it's a 2v4 situation, and the old Thrasher and Goose. Goose has got the bomb. He's just next to the officers, and he's seen one of the players as the Xeon goes down to the Thrasher. Oh, and Sage gets down by the old by the Goose, who was cooked his nade perfectly there and threw it into that middle office, and then he goes up, moves up to go down towards the A bomb site, but Aeon comes from behind and hammers in the back with the old AK AK-47. So it's all left up to the Thrasher. It's a 1v2 situation with Eddie Speddy and the Aeon on top of this at the moment. They should know where the bomb is because the bomb has gone down. The old Goose dropped it, and Eddie Speddy camping the stairs to the top of the B, right next to the spawn, and Aeon sitting there in the green room just outside of the A bomb site. And Thrasher's now moving. Yeah, I reckon you're right, Arsey. He's going to get this plant because he's dropped down to the B. He's starting to plant that bomb, and Eddie Speddy's moving around. He's got the AK-47. The bomb's been planted. Thrasher dropping down. It's firing a few rounds at with the MP5 as old Eddie Speddy has no idea what's happening, and he's failing to see where he's shooting at. But both players are not getting anyone.
Bad.
Oh, and Eddie. Oh, that was bad. On behalf of Thrasher, that was bad at least. I mean, he had an MP5. He was spamming it up, Arsey, and the old Eddie Speddy just pulls out the USP and got the kill, especially after failing with the 47.
Well, I tell you what, man, that was ugly to watch from the Eddie Speddy. He did indeed live up to his naming standard, and yeah, he could have taken that round a lot easier if he'd actually woken up and waited. But nonetheless, the player went running towards him. He took him down, and everybody goes out happy because the Space Ghosts are on the board. One round apiece on the ArseyNimz scoreboard. Just trying to roll out with the Eddie Speddy. He's got that UAV. Once again, he picked himself up 3 kills thanks to that big, massive nade right at the start there. I'm pretty sure the ATD boys won't be falling for that one again, and Black Ops will be the call of the day. They get a retaliation nade as it comes down the back towards them, as it should do, and in fact they get a flash as well. Eddie Speddy lines up and behind the vents, right up the back, behind the air conditioning ducting. Nothing coming up in their general direction at this moment. Oh, Egon just managing to avoid that nade by about a millimetre, or the Aeon should I say. And here come the ATD boys now. Bloodhawk is coming up with Thrasher alongside him. The shots are ringing out already from Bloodhawk as he takes a few shots. Thrasher takes a few as well. The shots are coming out from the Eddie Speddy man. Oh, Blue Skies is going to come up the top of the decking area to back them up as well, as the shots are just starting to ring on out. Bang! Bloodhawk is tagged back. Not quite. Eddie Speddy just still standing. Aeon takes his time and just pops out into the middle of nowhere. There's a firefly on top of the roof. The satellite dishes are going to go down, but nobody is actually dying at this point. Finally, Bloodhawk goes down. Aeon is the man who takes him out. And so it is all left up to the Blue Skies. He is down the back, and I think his teammate's gone and disappeared around the corner with him. Thrasher takes out the Swift. That was the player that was coming around the corner with him there. So he's disappeared inside. Thrasher takes out the Zeon at the same time. And Aeon with the Eddie Speddy are the only 2 players remaining up the back there as a nade goes in, or it might have been a stun. It goes and flies over in their general direction. Goose is in the meantime pushed all the way over towards the A side, and he's got a plant down as Eddie Speddy's still waiting for that player to pop out and say hello to him. Bang! He finally peaks. Too slow sunshine. Blue Skies drops him and takes him out. Thrasher doesn't know where the glitch spot is on the bottom of that stairwell, so he doesn't take it. And as a result, he makes a hell of a lot of noise as he's coming down. And the player takes a couple of shots and grabs him. So it's a 3-on-1 situation with 40 seconds on the clock. And bang! Acid waits down the bottom there. He knew he had to come down the stairwell. Takes him down 2-1 on the ArseyNimz scoreboard in favour of the ATD.
Arsey, I'm gonna pull up Acid there because he was sitting at the bottom of those stairs the entire time. In fact, he was in the server room while his mate Bloodhawk was on top of the roof at B, hammering those 2 players, and he had the entire room free to move across to those stairs and up and
hang on,
flank.
Hold the phone blocker. Hold the phone. Hold it. Swift. G36 with an ACOG. There we go. That's why we came here. That's why we cast GameArena Ladders. G36s with an ACOG. That's what we're doing here for. We've come here to see the speed weapons, and there is a candidate number 1.
Man, I don't know what it is about the G36 and the ACOG, but I've seen a few players do it on GA, and one of them is in my one of them was in my team until he did that, and I don't understand it. But anyway, getting back to the match, we've got a 3v3 situation because the old Goose down the Xeon, and he was just at the bottom of the stairs near A. He's got the bomb, and he's going to move into A. Oh, he downs the Swift as well, as his mate the Thrasher comes in with him, and they've got that A bomb site cleared and cut. The Goose doing a bit of a fake plant there, getting flashed, and nicely taking down Aeon. So good work there. His old mate Thrasher there was doing a bit of the damage too, so he would have got an assist. And the Goose has a UAV, gets the bomb down. Thrasher nicely covering his mate, takes down the last player for the SG boys, for the Space Ghosts. That was the Eddie Speddy. And the scores roll over to, I think it is 3-1, Arsey.
Yes, indeed. 3 rounds to 1 on the ArseyNimz scoreboard in favour of the ATD. They are on the offence. As far as the mapper broadcast goes, I would probably suggest it's a bit of an evenly balanced one, maybe a bit of a bias over defensive. But so for as far as ATD are concerned, they're quite happy days. They're just languishing down the bottom. Oh, the nade from Eddie Spitty. It landed on top of Thrasher's head. He sort of played soccer with it for a little second or two, and then he realised that he shouldn't be, and down he goes. So it's a 4-on-5 situation here. The Thrasher the only man to go down so far as Acid and Blue Skies push on up. They know where the Eddie Spitty is, they know where the Aeon are, because they've gone there every single round, but they don't have an answer for them. Sort of probably would be an idea if you threw a nade right high in the air, you doofuses. As Acid goes nuts, drops Blue Skies and the Aeon all in the same motion. That is stunning work from the young man.
Nah,
don't know how he's going to explain that. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, I don't know how he's going to explain that to the rest of his teammates when his player was right in front of him having a go himself. But either way, that's what it's all about. Eddie Spitty's supposed to have caught a whole lot of flash there, but did not. In fact, he managed to avoid it quite easily, and he takes out the Acid. So bang, you go, son. Eddie Spitty once again goes on his rampage, drops the Bloodhawk to finish it off, and that is a good thing that he's doing some work, because the rest of his team is doing sweet stuff all. Eddie Spitty pushes himself out to 11-3 as the ArseyNimz scoreboard goes to 3-2, still in favour of ATD.
Arsey, you know how you explain it? You say, sorry dude, I just thought you're an enemy. That's about all you can say for that, because he's
How do you do that when you're 2 feet away from him?
I don't know, man.
I suppose that happens to you a lot with the P90, doesn't it?
With the RPD it does sometimes. But anyway, just on the topic of defense versus attack and which one is in the advantage, I would say with an attack on B, you're probably in the advantage. If you're attacking A, A is certainly a lot easier to defend on broadcast, in my experience. Whereas the B bomb site can be hammered from all sides, and you can't really defend it as well. But, as I say, 3v.
I reckon it could be absolutely completely taken over. Yeah, I reckon it could be taken over, man, as the bomb goes down at that seed bomb site.
Yeah, it's a 3v4 situation. The only man for the SG is the Aeon, who's gone down. He went down nice and early too. I think it was the Thrasher's nade. And the Acid and Bloodhawk are down for ATD. It's all left up to Goose, Thrasher and Blue Skies. Goose nicely sitting inside the server room. The old Thrasher down to Swift from over in the server room as well. And last one of the man is Xeon trying to come across into the server room, gets down again by Thrasher. Goose on the Eddie Spetty, and it all leaves it up to the Sage, and he is on top of the B bomb site on the roof. He's going to run back to the spawn stairwell.
What are you doing?
He's dropping down, and hell of a lot of noise, spamming it up, takes down Blue Skies, who was just a bit of fail aim there. Runs in, and he's got 8 seconds, but yeah, he's a bit of a grandpa. I'm going to tag him grandpa. Sage, you are a grandpa. So the ATD holding that, getting that bomb plant nice down planted quickly, and obviously the Space Ghosts just ran out of time.
Yeah, 4 rounds to 2 on the ArseyNimz scoreboard. They did not make it any easier for themselves, as the Sage, indeed, as you say, ran around with his Zimmer frame. Pretty much the longest route he could have taken. He did exactly that. Just watching the ATD boys on the rollout, see which way they're going to go, as they're sending the Bloodhawk across towards the A side, and the other 4 players, Acid pushes in hard and fast, and then Blue Sky goes over to the right hand side. So they've done a 3-2 split by the looks of it, just watching to see whether Thrasher and Goose will go in towards the mid, or whether they'll push out towards the right hand side. And it sort of looks like they're just going to sort of bide their time and see which way the defense will go. So maybe they're going to go for the pick approach this time around. See if they can take a couple down. Just watching the Blue Sky, he gets dropped. Eddie Spitty headshots him. I just don't understand. And I'm going to go back to that point you made in the previous round. The defense on that B side, sorry, that A side, is B side, A side. Oh shit, I don't know. I've lost the plot. B side. It's so easy to do because of what Eddie Spitty has just shown. He has got an easy defensive position right at the back and behind that vent, and they're just walking in to say hello to him every time, and his AK-47 just knocks him down. If they hang back, he's got the nade option, and all he has to do is top it up high. But then on the other side of it, he just has to offer. He can get offered exactly the same offensive whereby he just has to take a couple of nades over the top, and all of a sudden he's going to be a little more cagey about how quickly he rolls out as a flash goes flying in towards him. He hopes the player comes in below him, indeed they do. And he fails hard just about as Bloodhawk goes down. It was a one-on-one situation. Bloodhawk finally got dropped 4 rounds to 3 on those Gamers scoreboard as ATD lose that one. Space Ghosts, they pick it all up. So some good work from them. But this is going to be quite a tight little matchup by the looks of it. These two teams have been nicely balanced with what they're doing.
Yeah, Arsey, I'm going to just look at Bloodhawk. In that previous round, he did some really nice work rushing into the green room near the A, and he took down two of the SG players. I believe it was the Xeon and the Swift who had that old ACOG. And he did some good work there, but then obviously got down right at the end. And in regards to old Eddie Speddy's position there, just behind those aircon vents, I have a pronade that gets right in behind that vent, and it absolutely screws anything up that's hanging behind there. So that is why I would say that the the B bomb site is a little bit harder to defend. But Acid and Bloodhawk have gone down already for this next round, and the Thrasher goes down as well as Sage comes around from the back with all things the RPD, and it is now a 4v2 situation with Space Ghost on top of this. Sage going down quickly after he took down one of the ATD players, and Goose has gone down as well with the Xeon downing him, and the bomb has gone down just inside the bottom floor of the offices, right in near the foyer, and so they're going to secure that nicely. And Aeon starts getting team damaged by the old Swift, who then takes down the Blue Skies, who was running after Aeon, and he downs him, evening up the scoreboard and making it 4 rounds each. Arsey.
Yeah, indeed, the scoreline is all matched up, but just going back to that B bomb site defense, there's so many variations, and I just don't understand it. Yeah, we're talking about the top floor, of course, where it's Eddie Speedy is currently ripping shit up, but of course you've also got to remember down the bottom there's still a lot of cover in behind that data room. Everything, all those blocks are standing behind without having any issues. As the ATD's acid just shows how it is not done, as Aeon just waits for somebody to drop down and then takes him down accordingly. He's just waiting for another player to come on, and he can see him up there, so all he has to do is wait for him again now. He throws it just to bait him out there. The player doesn't quite oblige, he just keeps on baiting him up. It's a 4-on-3 situation. Sage drops the Blue Skies. He's picked out C-RAD's weapon of choice in the form of the RBD. As we're just watching now to see who is going to be left. It's Thrasher and Goose. They're the two players remaining. Thrasher is down in the stairwell all the way towards the A bomb site, and Goose, he is down the back over by, well, he's just above the B bomb site, shall we say. So just watching and waiting. Just watching and waiting is what they're doing at the moment. The ATD needs to pick up a couple of kills just so that they can get their game on, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Thrasher is quite stagnant inside the stairwell, and Goose is just waiting. They're not doing a lot. Thrasher gets down, Xeon picks him up, and now Swift has found the player in the form of the Goose, but carrying a G36, he had no option but to die, and that's a good thing that he did, because I couldn't stand to see that weapon any further. Goose pushes himself across. He's got the bomb in hand. He's pushing himself across toward the A bomb site. Deadly Silence is the winner on the day, because that's just allowing him to sprint, and then sprint a little bit more as he goes down towards that green room. He's going to push in towards the A bomb site. Makes a whole lot of noise as he's going down there, and I guarantee there'll be somebody waiting for him in here. If there's not, that's failed defense, and there isn't. One at B, one coming across, two coming across. The RPG's going to come across and it'll ram into the bomb site, and indeed it does. Sage picks up the kill. It'll be 5 rounds to 4 in favour of the Space Ghost. They'll grab the lead for the first time, dude.
Yeah, that's a good thing, actually. I was hoping to find a nice little even matchup at the halftime, because it'll be interesting to see the strats of the teams when they do switch over, because look, I think the ATD boys have something up their sleeve for this defense, but we'll have to see. But just going on to the Space Ghost, their defensive strat, they've obviously got the Swift with the ACOG going to the green room, covering that B top hallway every single time, and then they've got the Eddie Speddy going to the top, one flanking, one staying back with the old Swift at A, and one just hanging up with the old Eddie Speddy, I believe that is. So I'm just watching the old flanker, who is I think the Sage. He's got the RPD and he's spamming it up. He takes down the acid. So he's alerted them all to his position, but it's okay because Aeon. Oh, Bloodhawk's taken out the RPD as well. Takes down the Aeon, and Sage goes down to Blue Skies as he jumps out the window onto the grass area near the foyer. He's gone down as well, so 3v4. The nades come for Eddie Spetty, but it goes over the wall. And that was from, I believe, Goose. Goose through that one at the moment. And Blue Skies, who I'm following now, he was just covering that hallway, and it wasn't really working for him too well. Sorry, the foyer he's covering. And even though there are a few of the SG boys nearby him, they're not making any move. But the Goose he takes down the Xeon. And Bloodhawk on the Swift. It's now a 4v1 situation, looking like the ATD boys are well on top of this one, with Eddie Spetty, the last one for the Space Ghosts. He's over at B in the server room. He's going to rotate across to A because he probably knows that they're going there as well. Sitting in the offices. Oh, he's seen the guy planting the bomb. The bomb's down. Oh, Thrash is down. Goose is down. It's now 1v2 situation. Bloodhawk spams it up. He's failing at the moment. He spams it through the wall, and Blue Skies comes around from the green room. And as Eddie Spetty backs himself right into the corner, and the old Bloodhawk, I think it was, gets some right from behind, and even up the scoreboard, I believe that was Arsey.
Yes, 5 rounds apiece in this game of scoreboard. A big shout out to the Eddie Spetty. He's cleared himself 16 kills. Sage carrying the RPD and doing some bullshit really. 13 kills is what he's pulled out. The Thrasher reckons that Goose is his bitch, but yeah, who knows. 11 kills is what the Thrasher's got. Goose has 10, so I suppose that's what they're ranting on about in there. But those are the 4 standout players so far. The rest of their teams have done sweet stuff. All Acid, there or thereabouts. He's got 7 kills, but Bloodhawk and Blue Skies, Xeon, Aeon, and Swift. Pick up your games, boys and girls. Swift, you could start by doing something different, like using a gun that works. As we look at the rollouts here, just going to push down and see what we've got as they roll on out. The Space Ghosts are going to push on out. We've got a couple of AKs, M4, no snipers, and no RPDs. So in fact, I think all but one.
Bloodhawk's got the RPD for ATD.
Wow. Space Ghosts are going for the not so light, but pretty much straightforward attack route. As smoke goes up the top. So now this is a different defensive dude. You've seen no move from the ATD boys to go upstairs, which is what Eddie Spetty was living for, basically. Bloodhawk takes out the Swift, as you pretty much rightly pointed out. The RPD being a weapon of choice. Blue Skies has kept himself inside, down the bottom, at the B plant site, sorry, the A plant site. As Thrasher, he's got the server room covered. Goose is pretty much camping himself up inside the cafe down at this, by the B bomb site. Just looking around trying to find the rest of the players, and that's it. Yeah, so that's it. So they're all pretty much set themselves up. Oh, Acid, he's in the stairwell, so he's just covering anybody who wants to come through the back door area. So it's now all up to the Space Ghost. They're looking around at the deck, but they're not going to find anybody because those players are sitting on top of them. No, Goose pops out and says hello to Aeon. Takes him down with the MP5 in hand, just as he's about to come in to that plant room next to the, or the cafe room as it were, next to the broadcasting area, and he goes down fairly smartly. So now it's a 4-on-3 situation. 4-on-2 as Acid takes out Eddie Spetty. Acid going on the roaming roll as the Blue Skies comes in the back door and being missed by the Blue Skies missed the Sage. He took out the Acid, and then Xeon came in and backed up his man as he got down as well. So it's a 2-on-2 situation. Acid is waiting for the player to pop out. Xeon obliges and he gets taken down. Sage gets the plant down, so now it's a 2-on-1 situation. Goose is waiting out in the green for him out in the green room. Goose cops a bit of flack. He just disappears out into the and Sage disappears up the stairs in the green room. He's going to pop there as luck as the Sage. He tracks on the player and gets downed accordingly. Goose comes out the winner, and the defuse will come from Thrasher accordingly. No, he's going to leave it for his teammates, and that is some good form from him. So 2 players still standing as we're going to take the first round. In that second half is going to make it 6 rounds to 5 on this game of scoreboard. Conrad, some pretty good little start there for ATD, but just Space Ghost just not up to the mark, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, the Space Ghost just hanging back a little bit much there, and I was watching Bloodhawk. He's got the old RPD out, and he's following and going into the cover the B hallway. So Space Ghost probably not going to be able to make any move through there if that man's got his aim right. And I just noticed Goose Goose was doing the defuse because Thrash is trying to enforce that Goose is his bitch. So, so there it is again. The Bloodhawk throwing out a nade, and he didn't get any kills there. He got a bit of a tag, but Sage is down the Goose. Oh, Acid's down as well to Eddie Spetty. And it is a 5v3 situation. Thrasher, Bloodhawk, and Blue Skies left to defend it all. As Thrasher throws out some massive spam, pulls out his USP. Sage goes down to the Bloodhawks, RPD. Thrasher firing some USP or M9, I'm not sure what that is. Failing miserably at the knife as Aeon gets him. And it's now a 1v4 situation. It's all left up to the Blue Skies. The man is currently over at the A bomb site, sorry, going back to the green room as he downs a Swift.
0.1.
The Blue Skies, you mean?
Yeah, he's taken about 5 mouse sweeps to turn around. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's happening there, but some of them, I've actually noticed, I think Acid has some really strange movements that he's doing as well. So I don't know what their friggin' sensitivity is like.
I don't know. I'm a high sense gamer, so it doesn't really bother me. I can flick 180 or 360 with even half of turning my wrist. But either way, Aeon is the player we're following at the moment. They're going to throw out the big nades out the back there. They're not going to go too any good because there's nobody up the back there at this point in time. In fact, they're all down the bottom, just absolutely unloading. So Aeon is going to push on through with his teammate who's already gone down in advance of him. As Sage, he takes out the Bloodhawk as he's pushing through the main office area with all the computers running around there. Eddie Spitty takes out the ATD's Acid. Sage takes out Blue Skies. Aeon takes out Thrasher. Straightforward work here from the Space Ghosts. 5-on-1 situation here as Goose gets down to finish it all off. Sage is the man who does the job with AK-47 at this time round. 7 rounds to 6 on the ArseyNimz scoreboard. The offense takes a lead again and 21 kills to Eddie Spitty. Dude, that is like an end of game score. This is awesome.
Yeah, good on Eddie Spetty. He's doing pretty well for himself. But what weapon is he using? He's using the AK-47. Yeah,
cool. He's the moment.
It's good to see a good weapon instead of P90s and that. Hey RC. But I'll just say,
with
or RPDs. Yeah, M4s with silencers. The ATD guys probably not defending these bomb sites so much as I watch Eddie Spetty going right through the B bomb site.
Hang on,
right through the server room.
For the silencer, you weirdo.
Well, yeah, it's better without the silencer is what I say from that. But yeah, Eddie Spetty, look at where he is now. He's back in his normal attack position behind the aircon unit. He loves that position, and fair enough because it is quite hard to get there unless the nades come down on you. But Thrasher throws out a flash, and the Bloodhawk gets the finally gets that nade, and he got TD as well. Wow, with the AK-74U. Good work to that man there.
Indeed. So we've kicked ourselves off 7 rounds apiece on the ArseyNimz scoreboard. It is all tied up. These two teams do not want to separate themselves. The bad news is, ladies and gentlemen, there are no overtimes. So you'll only get it to 20 rounds and then it'll all be over and over. So just watching the rollout now as Sage starts to take a hammering gun, but he takes out the Bloodhawk. That man goes down straight off the bat. Thrasher takes out Xeon and the Eddie Spitty. A nade and the MP5 being the 2 weapons that do the damage. So it's a 4-on-2 situation in favour of ATD at this point in time as Thrasher takes out the Aeon. So yeah, it was too. So now we're just left with Sage and Swift as this Sage takes a hold of the heat from Blue Skies. Blue Skies not quick enough on the mouse one, and he gets downied. So not a good little piece of defensive work here as the green room is about to cop a whole lot of heat, but in the meantime, Acid takes out Swift, Thrasher takes out Sage. Thanks for coming. 8 rounds to 7 on the ArseyNimz scoreboard. ATD grab the lead back.
Yeah, excellent. Well, ATD have to cap 11 rounds of this to actually move up. The Space Ghosts only have to get 4 more. Oh, no, sorry, 3 more in order to hold their position. Because the GA, as you said, no overtime. So as a Swift has still got his G36C with the ACOG, and maybe he just loves that weapon, but I honestly can't see it. As Thrasher goes down, Acid goes down as well. Both of them to early kills. A Xeon goes down as well, and the Bloodhawk to Eddie Spetty's AK-47. So it's a 4v2 situation. It's all left up to the Ghost. and Blue Skies. Ghost is doing quite well for his team. He's got the MP. Oh, 5, and he's doing a few single shot deagle kills from the top of the B bomb site. Blue Skies is now down, so it's all left up to poor old Goose, who's jumping up and down behind the old Aircon unit, and he's taken a few single shots at Aeon, I believe it was. The bomb has gone down by the stage inside the B bomb site, and poor old Goose is trapped now behind that aircon vent with his MP5. He's just going to defend it for a minute there, but he's going to find the Sage coming up below him, and we'll see if he manages to cap him. Sage now reloading, so he might get him. Oh no, but Eddie Spetty with his nice aim there, he caps him, takes him down, and evens up the scoreboard at 8 rounds to 8.
Yes, indeed. Still anybody's game here, but somebody needs to make a move. There's 4 rounds left in the game. 3 rounds will win it from this point onwards, so whoever takes this round is going to have the advantage, but will they be able to capitalise is the question. Just watching the rollout here with the Space Ghosts boys. They've gone and split it once again. 3 and 2. Yep, they split themselves apart. So, but they're going to push on back in towards the mid. Aeon is taking some shots down towards the back. Edie Spitty is taking some shots in towards the mid and just holding at the back of the satellite roof. Now we've got Swift once again failing down the bottom with his G36 as he gets himself 2 and 12 right now. He has to pick up an extra kill since the half. Bloodhawk takes out Sage as Swift pretty much watches that occur. Eddie Spitty takes out the Bloodhawk as a result. Eddie Spitty takes out Blue Skies. So it's a 4-on-3 situation. Swift is just languishing in and around the bins, just watching and waiting. He's got the bomb in sight, but he thinks there might be somebody across in the foyer that might take him down. And instead, Xeon gets a call across to say, hey, take the bomb. You might know where your FTA is in case we need to plant it. So that's exactly what happens. As Swift, you are failing hard with that G36 and an ACOG Sunshine. I would suggest a different weapon very, very, very smartly. Acid takes out the Aeon, and we're left in a 3-on-3 situation. Eddie Spitty's covering up the top. He's coming down towards the toilet. He thinks somebody's going to come and push on through there. So Eddie Spitty's got the big backdoor covering duty, and he's waiting. Oh, he missed the clip of him. He came out the doorway, and he missed the clip of him. As he looks back, can't quite see him again. He looks back again, still nothing coming out of there, and he starts to push across over towards the other side. He picks up a clip along the way through, and then he's going to go over towards that satellite roof and go into the boardroom, check, look down towards where his teammates are going. Bang! He takes out the Acid, who is covering out the back there. It's a 3-on-2 situation now as that G36 is Swift rings out across the map. Down he goes as Thrasher takes out Xeon. Thrasher takes out Swift. So down you go, Sunshine. So now it's all up to Eddie Spitty. Can he pull out the clutch of the century by taking down 2 or picking up the bomb and taking it down? He takes out the man, the first man occurs here, and that is Thrasher. Now he's going to grab the bomb and do a bit of a plant because Goose is coming across from the green room. He's going to come back to him. He better watch out because he's going to come down the stairs and take him down at the same time. He's going straight over towards him. Oh, gets down! Gets down. He could have taken his time getting away, but just did not know which direction he had to run in. And as a result, he goes down. The bomb will get defused by the Gooseman, and the score will languish from the perspective of the Space Ghosts. ATD grabbed that advantage that I was talking about. 3 rounds left, and 3 rounds left. And only 2 rounds required from the boys concerned over at the ATD side. So it's a good start for them, dude. 29 kills for Eddie Spitty, 30 bomb and Ceiling.
Yeah, 30 bomb, here we go. It was looking at that, and there was at least a good 20 to 30 seconds in that previous round where there was absolutely no gunfire, and everyone's just running or walking around 3v3, not seeing each other, not taking even a single shot. It was very, very quiet in the
Dirty bomb!
As the old Acid goes down to the Eddie Spetty. He gets his 30 bomb. He's currently 30 kills for 10 deaths, and he's going very well tonight. Aeon downs the old Thrasher. Bloodhawk on Aeon, so it's 3v3, 3v2 as Goose goes down. So the top man for the ATD boys is down. It's all left up to Bloodhawk and their anchor, the Blue Skies, and he's on 4 kills for 12. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but when we look at the Space Ghosts,
no, he's not.
If we look at the Xeon and Swift,
So check out ArseyNimz.
all right. If we look at Xeon and Swift. Swift is on a G36 with an ACOG, and he has.
That's what I've been telling you,
kills.
man.
I know, but he's got.
Change
I've only just
weapon.
noticed he's only got 2 kills. So
Oh
has he
dear!
not realised-
Oh
wow!
Oh! How
Hamid!
did you do that?
Good work by the
how did he do that?
ATD.
I see. Bloodhawk took out his own man. That's good. Clever.
Bloodhawk took down the Eddie Spetty, took down his own man, and took down the Xeon. But he took down his own man, the Blue Skies, but right after the Blue Skies took down the Swift. But that's no surprise there because the man's on 2 kills for 14 deaths and he's using a bloody G36 with an ACOM.
Yeah. He's not the cleverest man. 2 and 14 is currently what he's sitting on those.
Oh!
The other side of the table. Sage, big nade, grabs the acid and the Bloodhawk all in the same motion. But if you look at the other side of the equation, 31 kills for that man, Eddie Spitty, as opposed to the 2. So if you put the 2 together, that's 33 kills. Halve them, that's 16 kills each. 16 and a half. We'll give Eddie Spitty the extra one. That's 17 and 16. Still not good. But either way, we're still watching the rollout here. 5-on-3 situation. The ATD boys quite rightly have gone back into the shells and they are just sitting in the correct spawn points, or the correct camp points, I should say. Blue Skies is a downy. What the hell is he doing?
He's AFK, man, I reckon.
He's AFK. Oh, that is bad. Terror bad in the middle of a scrum. He goes down as Eddie Spitty pushes on through. Eddie Spitty gets himself a free kill to grab himself an extra one. Sage is about to make a plant, so it is literally Thrasher and Goose pushing across in the direction of that A-bomb side. Oh, Goose just about missed the man who was right in front of him as he got him and took him down. It was the Swift, so he had probably about half an hour to take him down with that G36 rate of fire as he pushes up towards the top of the green room and he's going to come down from the stairwell side. He's switching down the bottom of that room there and he checks it accordingly. Sage goes out the back there as both Eddie Spitty go up towards him. Eddie Spitty drops both of them. Thrasher and Goose on top of each other. 10 rounds to 9 on the Ausgamer scoreboard. ATD can take this. It is all in ATD's hands. To win or lose is, well, to win or draw is basically in their hands.
Yeah, it all comes down to this last round. I love seeing this. This is where it counts, Arsey. This is where the men are separated from the boys. And they were very bad, had a bit of bad luck there. As, I think it was, I'm not sure actually, there were 2 of them went down to the same pronade, so bad luck to them there, but just watching their strats at the moment, they are holding back big time as the Sage goes down, Acid's down him, so it's 5v4. Acid goes down to the to Eddie Spetty, who is up in the office room, just above that main office. The Goose has gone down to sorry, who was that? That was the Bloodhawk. Thrasher down to Aeon. It's now 3v3, and it's all left up. No, Blue Skies has gone down. So Xeon picked up another kill there. It's now 3v2. It's all left up to Thrasher and Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk is over just on the B hallway, moving into the bathroom there. Thrasher's on top of the B bomb site. The bomb is currently not in the hands of anyone. Bloodhawk's gone down, so it's all a 3v1 situation. It's all left up to the Thrasher. He's got to get the 3 kills for his team. He currently is actually getting he's got the best of his team as far as kills go, and he's up in that corner office. Oh, he takes down the Eddie Spetty, and everyone knows exactly where he is. But Swift and Xeon are currently moving across into the green room, and they're going to plant the bomb. Thrasher outside of the foyer now, and the bomb has just been planted by Swift. He's going to move out into his defensive position just beside that main broadcasting room as the Xeon protects the green area with his he's looking across to the office. It looks like Thrasher is going to come around.
Swift has got the good camping spot for the bomb site at A, but the only thing that's going to save the Thrasher is the fact that it's Swift carrying a G36, and that's Swift. And he's still... Oh,
yes, that's right. Oh, they're right next to each other. Thrasher's missed him! Oh, he gets them though! He takes down the Xeon! He's got 26 seconds left on the clock. It's a 10-second defuse, and he's pulled out his UAV. He's found the Swift. The Swift got tagged big time. The nades came in.
That is it!
Thrasher gets him! He's gonna take it! He's gonna defuse it! That is big! That is huge! Awesome work by the Thrasher. 1v3. He's got he ends up with 4 seconds left on the clock, and he takes down the old the Swift there, pulls that up, fuck yeah, and he brings down the game for the ATD team.
Mate, that was massive. That is clutch time. 35 kills to the Eddie Spetty. GG to you. Swift, you got shit on. So did you, Blue Skies. Either way, Thrasher is the man of the hour. 22 and 13. And Goose, you certainly were his bitch because you did not pull anything like that. So big shout out to that man, the Thrasher. He has done an absolute stunner right at the bitter end. Last round, that's how you do it, is Thrasher gets the big one for his team. They will be on a high for the evening, my man. And you've got to give credit where credit's due. That was a stunning little foray at the end there. 3 kills. And and clutch defuse that goes down in history.
That was some hectic last round action, Arsey. I'm so stoked with that match. I'm so glad that they managed to pull it out, because I know how much Acid wanted this, and I know how much the Goose wanted it. Goose is the captain and founder of the ATD team, and it's just great to see that the men who, they worked hard, they wanted it a lot, they wanted this match, and I think they've only played two maps in this or something, and they've won both of them, so that's a 3-0 win rate. But yeah, I played Goose Arsey in the UGN 1v1 tournament, and it was a bit of lulls in that. So I know these boys well, and I know that they wanted that, and I just got to say that was some awesome last round action.
Yeah, not bad at all. On behalf of GameStop, we'd like to thank our sponsors at OzGamers for the latest news, reviews, downloads, and anything gaming for both PC and console. Shoot on over and log into ozgamers.com. Obviously, the congratulations do go out to the ATD Black Ops dudes. They have been successful by a round. 11 rounds to 9 is what it came out on that OzGamers scoreboard, and they have taken down the Space Ghosts. So a big BL to them. Of course, that was GameArena Call of Duty 4 PAM ladder action, and the map was the unusual but sometimes played broadcast. We look forward to bringing you more awesome action, so make sure you're checking out GameStop.com for all the upcoming coverage. We've got plenty of it for you, including tomorrow night, more GameArena coming to you live and loud, and even this evening, Kit Fox and C-RAD will be going nuts with a few more, or if you want to tune on into some World at War, Cyber Gamer Invite is coming to you as well at the same time. So in the meantime, on behalf of GameStop, my name is ArseyNimz. The dude alongside me is the C-RAD. We'd like to thank you for listening. We look forward to your company next time here on GameStop Radio.
Gamer, do you know what it takes to be the best? Because we do.
The Elite Shoutcasting Network. Are you listening?
To advise that this live shoutcast may contain shoutcast, 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 may contain